Hello everyone, welcome to the Matter Crib. This is Matthew Wayne. In this episode of the Matter Crib, reviewing and analyzing the book A Killer's Game, a Daniela Vega thriller written by Isabel Maldonado, which is an Amazon published book. I'll go over several topics in this episode. The story will start off with the murder of a prominent senator's chief of staff, and it will seem like the senator is innocent in this story. It will lead Daniela Vega being put in with a bunch of murderers for hire in a deadly game where she must survive a trial by combat. It is a sick and twisted game created by the mastermind in this story. I will give you my rating at the end of this review. I hope this episode will inspire you to read, watch, and learn. I want to thank Jessica Detroit, Michigan for helping to support the channel by buying a shirt that helps, and to Antonio, Ken, and Peter for becoming patrons on my Patreon page. It is not the amount of how much I may make, it is the idea that someone believes in what this channel is about and wants to support it. Please help me like Jessica and buy any merchandise from my website, or sign up for Patreon like Antonio, Ken, and Peter, or YouTube memberships. You will say to me that you believe in this channel and you want it to thrive and keep it independent. You can sign up for Patreon at $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month, or as high as $30 a month. For YouTube memberships, you can sign up at $3.99 a month, $9.99 a month, $24.99 a month, and you can go as high as $49 a month. Thank you. Now on the review. As was mentioned in this review, the book starts with the murder of a prominent senator's chief of staff. It will reveal things that those will not want revealed. The senator's chief of staff was provided with information that the senator was corrupt and was taking bribes just to stay in power. This murder happened in New York City. The killer looks like he is going to kill an innocent girl, but does not. It's a bluff just for him to get away. He was hired to kill the senator's chief of staff, and that is what he does. Of course, the name of the victim is mentioned. It's better if it's not revealed in this review. Daniela Vega will catch this guy after he sees him in Central Park. She captures him and he is taken to the JTTF. JTTF means Joint Terrorism Task Force, which comprises of federal law enforcement with local law enforcement working together to solve or stop terrorist threats. This task force was created after September 11, 2001 happened. This task force handles terrorist threats. The name of the killer is Gustavo Toro. This is in the book description of the book if you read it on Amazon. He is turned into an informant. He and Daniela Vega will go undercover to stop whatever the colonel is planning. They are led to believe that they are going to a virtual training facility, but it ends up being a deadly killer's game. The killer's game is a trial by combat, and is forcing all these contract killers to have to face off against each other in this deadly and dangerous game for their lives. They are not fighting for money, they are fighting for their lives. They must kill or be killed. This game is no different than war. The individual that comes up with this deadly game is called Nemesis. Nemesis has an agenda, and this is personal for Nemesis. Yes, the name of the person called Nemesis is in the book, but it will not be revealed as for you to read the book. The reader will conclude that this is personal for Nemesis. Gustavo Toro and Daniela Vega must figure out how to survive this deadly game that Nemesis has planned for them, and the people they are having to survive against, including the Colonel. There are 13 of them that must survive this deadly game that Nemesis has planned for them. This would be justice for these people, but no one should have to be put through a sick game like this. It's better just to kill them than to torture them like this. This is no different than the Roman gladiator games. Nemesis believes this will be justice for the Colonel and these thugs that have worked for him to do these horrible things that they have done over the years. Nemesis blames the FBI for their failure to get justice for what happened to Nemesis 10 years ago, before this event of this trial by combat takes place. Daniela Vega will get help from unusual sources, as well as Gustavo Toro will surprise the reader in this book. At the beginning, he is nothing more than a contract killer, but he will prove he is more than that. The Colonel is a disgraced military man who works for nothing more than money at the time of this trial by combat takes place. He is a man that was more interested in greed and power. The Colonel did not advance in the way he was hoping to. As not to forget, Daniela Vega was an Army Ranger, which means if anyone can get out of this, it is her with her training. She understands a warlike situation. She can figure out how to get out of this deadly game that Nemesis has put her in. She is a code breaker and a puzzle master, which Nemesis will put puzzles for her to solve, and she must use that ability to help her to get out of this deadly game of the subterranean labyrinth that she and Gustavo Toro have been put in. Steve Wu is an FBI agent that oversees this operation with the help of NYPD detective Flint. They must figure out where these breadcrumbs lead and what they mean to help save Daniela Vega and Gustavo Toro, who is their informant. They must figure out where these lead to. They get help from Daniel Vega's brother, who is a whiz with a computer and is very bright at a young age. He is going to Columbia, which is not an easy school to go to. Steve Wu tells her brother that he went to Columbia as well and knows that it's a tough school to get into. There are others in the JTTF that help in this, but this will be left for you to read the book. It's important for you to read the book, which I'll leave in the description below. It's not to reveal, nothing more revealed here. It does bring the viewer to the climax of this book and set up a possible sequel to this book. I'll give him a rating. I give The Killer's Game, Daniel Vega, Book 1, a 10 out of 10. It is fun, but tells an important story. It does well by combining the computer game experience that the participants of The Killer's Game are going through. The viewers believe this game is a video game that is not real, but it is real. They do an excellent job of using the Greek mythology that represents each person in this story to a T. It is very accurate to these characters in this story. The reader can say that this makes sense to that. The participants are horrible people for most of them, except for Daniela Vega and Gustavo Torre. Yes, he was a contract killer, but he redeems in this book. The Colonel is a horrible man, and the people that are with him are horrible. Daniela Vega will show her toughness in this horrible game that she has been put in. Both FBI agent Steve Wu and NYPD Detective Flint will show their determination to find this place that Daniela Vega and Gustavo Torre have been put in. They hope that her brother gave them the clue they need to find both, and that the others in the JTTF can help them put the right piece of this puzzle together. The author worked for the FBI, and this shows why her facts are so accurate here in this story. She also talked to those in the Army, so she knew what she needed to make that aspect of Daniel's Vega train feel real. She does her homework, and her description of New York City is accurate since I have visited there myself. It is good that it comes with an audio version, as this will help if a person travels, and that is a plus. The reader will think he or she has figured it out once the pieces of the puzzle are put together, but there is another twist in this book. Who is the actual mastermind of this twisted game? Is the senator corrupt in this story? Please leave your answer in the comment section below. Thank you. Please go to the ManaCrit.com, check my website, and you'll find links on there to other sites such as Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. The store is now live on my website, www.manacrit.com, where you can buy merchandise such as this shirt to help support the channel. If you do not want to buy merchandise, then consider supporting me with a PayPal donation. All the proceeds will go to help support the channel and help me to pay the bills I need to pay. Thank you. Please check out my playlist reviews of books that I review coming up right now. Please check out my review of Out of the Ashes by clicking on this link right now. Thank you for watching or reading. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so you never miss a video at the bottom of this video. Please help me cover down the road in the comment section below. Please share this video anyone else so my channel can grow. Please consider becoming a Patreon by clicking on this link to my Patreon page, or sign up for YouTube memberships, which you can do by hitting the join button on this video, and it should become at the end screen of the video. Thank you for a wonderful day. Remember, do not forget to read, watch, and learn. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.